Jingle bells! In this video, I'm going to create the perfect Italian Christmas lunch or dinner. Are you ready to enjoy your fantastic Italian Christmas? Hi and welcome to Vincenzo's Plate Christmas Edition. We are in Australia and this is how we celebrate Christmas. It's nice and hot outside. How do I take my belly back to Italy? What food should I make for Christmas? I've created a menu for you. It's a nice menu. I'm using different types of dishes. It's not a traditional menu from a particular part of Italy. I put together the right recipes that I think can go well for your Christmas this year. Let's start. First, we want to have a nice cheese plate. Oh yeah, an Italian cheese plate for when your guests arrive. It's there, nice, and you can start nibbling, you can start eating. And this is how you make it. Today I want to make for you a nice antipasto platter. And what we're gonna have on the platter? We're gonna have some pecorino truffle on bruschetta. So bruschetta and pecorino truffle. We're gonna have some radicchio and Asiago wrapped in prosciutto. And last but not least, we are going to have Parmesan baskets with some fennel and figs inside.
Oh wow, that sounds amazing.
So there is a trick to cut the Parmigiano. You can cut the Parmigiano into diagonals. So let's make it the easy way. All we want to do now, you want to bake this on baking paper and in the oven for about 5 minutes at 160 degrees. When you take the Parmesan out of the oven, you want to put them straight on a glass. You wait a little bit for them to dry. Parmesan baskets, Parmigiano Reggiano baskets, and then we're gonna fill them up with some fennel and dry figs, and then we're gonna season them with honey and balsamic glaze. So I'm gonna show you how to cut the pecorino. And then you can cut slices just like this, so that when you serve the cheese, it's all even. And then we put it in the oven for about 5 minutes until it melts. Stunning bruschettas are now ready to be enjoyed. Now we have some Asiago. It's nice and soft cheese. So I'm gonna make a strip of Asiago, 1. Then I'm gonna make 2. It's Asiago cheese rolled in radicchio and prosciutto, the fresh prosciutto that we cut by hand. And then we wanna put it in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes. You want to see when the cheese melt, at about 160 degrees. Let's have it.
Oh my God, look at this. This is beautiful. This is heaven.
I love that too.
Something important that you need to serve when your guests arrive is the Prosecco, but better is the Aperol Spritz. Easy to make, delicious, refreshing, and it's perfect for any time of the year. And this is how you make it. The Aperol Spritz is a drink that comes from the north part of Italy, but now it's international, so everyone can have it, even if you have a Japanese meal.
Fill it up with ice. First, and probably the main ingredient, is the Aperol of Aperol Spritz. We're pouring about 30 ml. Next ingredient is Prosecco from Italy, of course, it's about 60 ml. Top it or finish it off with a dash of soda. Garnish with an orange. And always drink it with a straw. Aperol Spritz.
Amazing.
Or as it's called in Italy, Spritz Aperol.
Aperol. Salute.
Salute.
After you have cheese, now you're drinking the Aperol Spritz, you're about to sit down, what do? You're still talking, he's saying, I feel like having something fried. You serve arancini. The arancini are from Sicily, so they take you to Sicily. You can make them small if you're standing up. If you're already sitting down, you can serve them on the table, so you have arancini, and that's a nice way to start. And this is how you make them. Arancini. Now let's put about 5 or 4 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil in the saucepan. And we put the celery, carrots, and onion. When it becomes golden brown, you put the meat. So when it's nice and brown like this, still a little bit red but brown, you add a nice amount of basil, peas, and a glass of water. Then when we only have a little bit of water left, it's time to put a tomato paste inside. Now mix very well, and then you will see the concentrate will make the meat become nice and red. Tablespoon of salt, and mix it well. Now the tomato sauce needs to cook for about 10 minutes, and while it's cooking, we put about 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil in the pan here for the rice. And we just want to cook the onion until it becomes golden brown for about 2-3 minutes. Now when the onion becomes golden, you put 1 liter of water for half kilo of arborio rice. Now when the water is boiling, you want to put a spoon of the tomato sauce here with the mince and peas, and then you put 1 vegetable stock. You wait until the stock melts, and then we put the rice. And you cook it until the water gets absorbed. I would say about 15 minutes maybe. Now while the rice is cooking and the meat is almost done, we just cut the mozzarella into small cubes. Now also break 2 eggs. And let's just keep these on the side. Now put a nice tray like this in the freezer, and then take it out when it's nice and cold, and you put the rice inside. So it will help to make the rice colder quickly. So you get a nice amount. You put it there, make sure it's nice and cold, you squash it. Now we get a little bit of pork and veal mince, then we put some cheese, and then we get a nice amount, we put it on top, and now we make a bowl. Now our beautiful arancini, or arancine, like they call it in Sicily, are here, ready. So now we wet the arancine in the egg, and then we put the breadcrumbs on. And the arancine is ready when it gets this color. And now make sure you have a plate next to you with kitchen paper so that it will absorb the oil. And let's open it. Let's open and see. Oh, look how beautiful it is inside. Look. Look, look, look. Look at the cheese. Look, that's what you should see. See, the cheese is melting. Ah. Mmm. Mmm. Don't forget, guys, when you have a meal for Christmas, it's not a quick meal. You want to spend hours on the table, drinking, laughing, telling stories. That's how you celebrate a Christmas. Now, you had your antipasti. It's time for the lasagna. For me, there is no Christmas without a lasagna. In my family, I always want to have lasagna, okay? And what lasagna are we making? We're making Nonna Ultimate Lasagna, which is a timballo lasagna made with crepes. And this is how you make it. This lasagna is gonna take you all the way to Abruzzo, where I'm from. Oh, I love this lasagna. It's very important we put extra virgin olive oil. It needs to be a nice homemade one. Now, time for onion. When the onion is golden, you add the tomato sauce.
Mettiamo il basilico.
Very important, you need to add the basil. So you put the basil in the tomato sauce, full of flavors.
Un filo d'olio.
Homemade oil, extra virgin olive oil. Now we have a mix of pork and veal.
Si mette questo, c'è, ecco
A
qua.
little bit of salt, make sure you put a little bit of salt in the meat and mix well with your hands. So we get some nice butter. You want to spread it everywhere in here so that we don't get the crepes to stick to the pan.
Allora, adesso rompo l'uovo, prendo un pochino di salvice. Metto un pochino di. E poi ci bagniamo la crepe. Si mette questo sotto. Così. Mettiamo la mozzarella. Per questo timballo non ci vuole troppo sugo, perché sennò diventa troppo molla. Adesso mettiamo il parmigiano. Adesso mettiamo la carne macinata. Bagnato con l'uovo e un pochino di latte. Adesso mettiamo la mozzarella, rimettiamo la carne macinata.
A little bit of butter. Perché ci metti il burro, nonna?
Dà un sapore migliore.
Just a touch of tomato sauce. So now it's very important you make little holes and you put the egg
L'uovo e il latte.
and milk mixture that we had from before. 180 Celsius degrees for 1 hour. Vai nonna. Guys, the timballo alla teramana, the best lasagna in the world, is now ready to be eaten and cut. Listen to this smell, to this sound. The best music in the world.
Si fa I pezzetti piccoli perché uno se ne vuole di più, se ne prende 2.
Here we have this beautiful piece. Look at that. Look how nice and cheesy it is. Look at that. 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 And here we have crepe lasagna. We had the antipasti. We had the drink. In the meantime, with wine on the table, our water, of course. We had that pasta. Now it's time for the main course. And for main course, I'm not having turkey or chicken, I'm having porchetta. Pork roast, Italian style, and this is delicious. A must. And this is how you make it. The porchetta is traditionally from the center part of Italy, Rome, Abruzzo where I'm from, and Tuscany, okay? So this dish is gonna take you right there. Papà è venuto qui in Australia per farci vedere come si fa la porchetta, la miglior porchetta al mondo, secondo me tu fai, papà.
Secondo noi, vabbè, per noi è speciale, è ottimo.
Davvero
Ho fatto
buono.
20.000 chilometri per far risentire i sapori ai miei ragazzi.
Sì, noi siamo a Sydney in Australia, è periodo di Natale e abbiamo deciso di cucinare questa porchetta per Natale in
Anche,
Australia.
certo.
E papà vi fa vedere come si fa questa bellissima porchetta, che è morbida dentro e croccante fuori.
No? Già la sto gustando.
Ma è croccante fuori, però che è friabile, cioè si squaglia in bocca, non è croccante duro.
Crocca in mezzo ai denti.
Sì.
Crocca. Questa è la parte della pancia del maiale. Ok, procediamo. Allora, iniziamo con il sale. Stessa procedura con il pepe. Adesso passiamo alla noce moscata. Ovviamente la procedura è sempre quella. Ok. Adesso rosmarino. Ok, adesso poggiamo le foglie di alloro. Poggiamo sulla pancia. Ok, a posto così. Allora, noi usiamo anche il brandy. Adesso lasciamo riposare il tutto per un paio d'ore.
Dobbiamo solo togliere l'alloro,
Sì,
togliamo l'alloro ad
toglieremo
uno ad
l'alloro.
uno. È importante pressare, quindi
Certo.
unire le mani, spingere
Certo.
verso la carne e poi arrotolare. Vedete?
Metti il
Vedete?
tubo?
Vedete, guardate,
Prendi il
guardate.
tubo.
E dobbiamo fare entrare la carne all'interno
Dentro
del
il tubo.
tubo. Così.
Vedi come esce?
Guardate, 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 guardate. Ora vogliamo assicurarci che la porchetta è bella compatta.
Sì. Arrotoliamo. Con una forchetta buchiamo in modo che il grasso fuoriesce.
Vai papà, questo è un momento importante, dai.
Andiamo?
Mettiamo la porchetta e mettete la porchetta nel forno. Fate la cucina a 300 gradi. Ora, una volta che mettete la porchetta nel forno, non mettete più la legna. Va bene così. E lasciate la porchetta cucinare nel forno per 10 ore. If you don't have the wood fire oven, you can use the normal electric oven or you can use the barbecue. I've done it before on the barbecue and it's fantastic. A bit messy on the barbecue, but delicious. If you have a charcoal barbecue, no messy, it's fantastic, go for it. Allora, dopo 10 ore, togliamo la porchetta dal forno. Riaccendiamo il forno, a 300 gradi.
Riportiamo a temperatura.
Togliamo la carta argentata.
La carta argentata. Intanto il forno sta riprendendo la temperatura sua, giusta per la cottura. Bellissimo. Manca solo la crosta.
E rimettiamo
In forno.
in forno. E che succede lì?
Rimettiamo in forno per un'ora, un'ora e mezza. Dipende da quando si forma la crosta.
Ok. Ogni 15 minuti giriamo la porchetta.
Ma anche 20-30 minuti, dai.
Ok,
In modo
ogni
che-
20 minuti giriamo la porchetta.
Che altrimenti facciamo la crosta da una parte e sotto niente,
no,
capito?
no, la crosta
Quindi
è importante.
ci dobbiamo prendere cura di ricordarci di girarla la
Ok,
porchetta.
ogni 20 minuti. Vai, taglia un pezzettino
Andiamo
di
con la
carne.
carne?
Vai. Mangiamo la grossa, dai.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now it's time for dessert. What do we make for dessert? For dessert, I'm suggesting you to make an Italian Christmas tree, which is a pandoro farcito. You buy the pandoro, you put the cream and the fruit, In there, it takes 10 minutes to make it, and this is how you make it. Pandoro farcito. So first thing to do is to place 400 grams of sugar into a mixing bowl and mix it with 100 grams of plain flour, of course sifted. Then transfer this into a saucepan and add 1 liter of fresh milk and 8 egg yolks. Mix it together and then add a slice of lemon rind, then the cinnamon and the fresh vanilla. You want to mix gently and cook it for about 5 to 10 minutes until it becomes a nice thick cream. So now it's time to strain it, so we don't use the lemon, the cinnamon and the vanilla bean. When the cream is ready, you put it in the fridge for a couple of hours because you want to serve it nice and cold. Before you put it in the fridge, make sure you cover the cream properly so it doesn't dry up. When you get the Pandoro, we want to cut into slices. The cream is nice and cold, so it's time to spread it on the Pandoro slices. Look how nice it is, look at that. And now you want to do this with every layer until you get to the top part. Now you want to put the cream on top of every edge, and then we're going to decorate it. So we want to put the raspberries at the bottom with the mint to give that nice look of olive. And then we put the blueberries on the second layer, and then we do the middle layer again with the raspberries and mint. And the final touch, you want to sprinkle the barley icing sugar to bring a little bit of white Christmas to the table. Please make sure you don't put it in the fridge. Just make it on the same day, because if you put it in the fridge, the sponge will go hard. And then you want to serve it to your favorite people in the universe and enjoy a fantastic Christmas. My God, what a big piece. Now the first dessert comes from the north part of Italy. The second dessert comes from Naples, the south of Italy. Struffoli. They are delicious, beautiful almond cookies. They're so beautiful and small that you can't stop eating them. And this is how you make it. Look at that. Look at that. We need 200 grams of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 eggs. Then we want to use the orange and lemon zest. I'm using about half orange and half lemon. The flavors of the lemon seriously can take any dish to the next level. Then we need 2 tablespoons of limoncello. Then we add 2 tablespoons of peanut oil and a pinch of salt. A little bit of flour at a time, you know, not too much, just a little bit. I can see the orange, I can see the lemons. You need a little bit of flour to be able to mix the dough. Can you see how good it is? All right, now it is important that we rest the dough for at least half an hour. You don't have to stretch the dough with a rolling pin, but it's an easier method for me in order to make the perfect little snakes. Look how beautifully stretching because of the gluten. You know, we created the gluten, see that? And make the little snakes. So I cut a piece, so you start from the middle and go towards the edges. Oh, look at that. And it is very important that we cut them small. The smaller you cut, the better they cook. Now we need peanut oil to fry it, and we want to bring the oil to a temperature of 180 Celsius. And now guys, they are cooked. Get a fry pan, a good size, so all the struffoli will fit inside. And we put about 150 grams of honey. Beautiful, beautiful honey. Yes. We also need to add a spoon of sugar. We put the struffoli inside. Mix very well together. We had the lemon from before, so we just want to put some lemon zest. Now it's time for the orange. Put the orange in. Now it's time for the candied fruit. We got orange and lemon glaze. I also like to add some sprinkles. You know, it's a festive season, you need some color. Look at that. You get a cupcake holder and you put them inside. Oh yeah, and here you have your Struffoli on the go. Ah, you know what this could be? It could be your Christmas tree. Now, it sounds like the lunch is finished, or dinner, you're still having fun, chatting. You go to the living room, listen to the music, chatting, partying. After about 1 hour and a half, 2 hours, you are hungry again. I guaranteed, you're hungry again. What do? You make Zeppole Calabresi, a nice Zeppole from Calabria. You fry them, you get family to help, you decide what to put inside, and enjoy. And this is how you make them.
Look at that.
Nice.
Nice basil sardine. Mmm.
Yes. So 1 spoon of salt.
1 spoon salt.
In the hot water.
E
Yes.
una mezza.
Okay, she wants 1.5 of
Yeah.
salt.
3 sachet. Sì.
1, 2, and 3.
3.
Perfect.
3
spoons of extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Here.
Cucchiaio.
That's
Grazie.
for you, Maria.
Grazie.
Che smell del lievito.
The heater.
To get the bubble.
To get bubbles.
Maria, see what's
Ecco,
happening.
comincia a essere.
Starting, the bubbles.
Just started the bubble.
Yeah.
To be ready. We leave it for a couple of minutes more. All in it.
Beautiful.
That's it. Thank you. That's okay.
You let it rest for about 1 hour.
Yes. All done now.
Beautiful. Come on, have a look. This is when you know when it's ready. That's when you know
That's all
when it's ready.
You make the cross.
You make the cross.
Thanks God.
What do you do the cross?
Just do the cross. God help.
You need the God
To
help.
To help.
Let it rest.
Better now.
About 1 hour.
Say
yes.
better now.
Oh,
Look at
A
that.
beautiful
Lovely.
Zeppole dough.
Oh, nice
That's
and moist.
beautiful.
Come on, let's show us how to make one. Please,
Alright.
Maria, show us.
Make a little bit of oil on here.
All right.
Just wet your hands.
So we got anchovies over here, ladies and
Anchovy
gentlemen. Look, we got
Yeah.
anchovies. Come and have a look.
Anchovies here. That's your anchovy there.
Look at that.
And we put a little bit of oregano, if you want
Basil,
to.
basil.
Sorry. A bit of
Look at
basil.
that.
Okay.
Beautiful. What are you doing, Maria?
I do the Zeppole.
Mold dough.
Small dough.
So it's important to have the oil there, huh?
Just put the sardines.
The sardine in there.
Sardine.
Put the
and-
basil too.
And put a little bit of basil.
Beautiful.
And then you roll it up like that. Like that.
Twist it.
Twist it like that.
Beautiful.
Is that nice?
And then you fry it at 180 Celsius.
Yes, here.
Put it in.
Okay.
Nice.
See that's nice golden brown? Look at that. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
That's it.
Show us, show me.
Nice and golden brown.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Nice texture. Nice shape. Look at that.
Nice.
Nice basil sardine. Mmm. That's hot.
But look at that. That's mozzarella.
See how that mozzarella was
Calabrese. Zeppole. It's nice. Look at the cheese over there. Look.
tomato too. Beautiful.
I hope you enjoyed my Christmas menu for this year. If you guys make it, please let me know. Send photos. I want to share it with everyone. It's Christmas and it's time to enjoy food. Food is what brings people together, okay? So Merry Christmas, everyone. Have fun. Thank you for this fantastic year. Next year, we're gonna make more recipes together. We're gonna make so many Italian recipes that I'm going to bring kilos and kilos of happiness into your belly. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, everyone. And I'll see you next year. E ora si mangia Vincenzo's plate. Buon Natale.